to start it off. I'm here to start it off. Caught him off guard again. Here to start it off. We're back tuned in with Degen Fantasy. And what a fucking AFC and NFC conference round that we just had. Crazy fucking games, crazy matchups, and it's still just like fucking it's always been. We're still rolling and watching Chiefs football. Yikes. So I'm here with Double Down Dan, live from the southern parts of the United States. And it's your boy Rocky Prop, Rookie Bets, Rocky Bobby, whatever the fuck, Reverse Kermit. We're back and I'm ready to get this
Reverse
going.
Kermit.
And we are angering everyone on TikTok with our most recent TikTok. So we'll have some coverage of that in a little bit here. Cool. But we're gonna do some recaps today of basically like a timeline of thus far since starting this channel and the conceptualization of it. What our record is, sports betting wise. We're going to talk Super Bowl predictions for this upcoming game. We're going to talk about the bets that I am going to be a first-time bettor for that I've seen for the Super Bowl, talking Gatorade and the national anthem. And I saw one that was like for the MVP of the Super Bowl, who are they going to mention first? And the odds were like God, his teammates, the fans, whatever the case may be. So that's a cool one. And
you can bet anything on the Super Bowl. It's fantastic. We'll do I figure we get through today, but you know, when we stream Sunday or Saturday or whatever, we'll fucking we can maybe do a prop palooza or whatever the fuck and go through everything. Hey baby, I like it.
So to get through the prop palooza, we got wrecked this week. It wasn't too hot of a week for us. It's one of our it's honestly one of the first weaker weeks we've had in a while. So let's just get through that real quick. We went 4-8. And we probably gave out too many picks for just 2 football games. We got a little too excited. And fucking, I don't know, just fucking Gibbs.
Can I let me talk through a couple of these? I was okay. Listen, McCaffrey, we barely cleared it by half a yard, so we got real lucky with that one. But I'll take it. Mahomes, we were on the right side of. Kittle was probably our weakest. That's the one I was kind of nervous.
Yeah.
Those ones I was kind of nervous about. I ended up playing Debo on my dance card, just personal dance card. I was very pleased with Ayuk and Debo. I had Ayuk to get a touchdown. I had Debo all over the place, and they performed really well. Listen, there are a couple of the – that's fucking solid. Okay, so – listen, a couple of these, we were fucking I still think that we were on the right side of a couple of these. Let me talk a couple of them through. Pacheco, he only cleared his line by about 3 yards. He got real fucking lucky to get that number. He was pretty bottled up for most of the game. So I again, you're not gonna be perfect on these picks, but yeah, listen, like we said before, when we first started this shit, we're always gonna display losses. We're always gonna display wins, of course. But we're not gonna shy away from when we get our fucking heads and teeth kicked in. We got curb stomped this past week. It was not fun. Bankroll didn't really take that much of a hit because we're just solid everywhere, really. But yeah, when you really look at it, 12 picks for 2 games, way too many fucking picks.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because we're not pussies. We're going to display the losses, of course. Gibbs, I mean, he missed by 3 yards. I would stand. Listen, we talked about this. Fucking Montgomery, you can't pick which one's going to go. But whatever one goes, he's going to fucking clear his number by fucking 50 yards. Mm-hmm. It was Montgomery this week. We got caught on that. I am completely just going forward. Next season, we're going to remember we're laying off the running backs to get the receiving yards. I'm laying off the running backs to get the receptions. I had a friend who was one Christian McCaffrey catch away from hitting a $1,400 10-leg parlay.
Jeez.
Wanted to fucking jump off a bridge. And you know what? I co-signed it. I was like, listen, I'll look for a bridge for you if you want to leap off.
Here's a good location.
That is fucking terrible. So Kittle had a fucking shitty game. We were way off on that. Who would have thought that Brock Purdy was the second coming of Robert
Lamar
Griffin
Jackson
III? Who fucking knew that Brock Purdy was going to be Michael Vick circa 2005? Like, this fucking guy, he drops back for the first run, and I'm like, holy fuck, it's 21 yards? That's what you're doing? After not fucking running for the entire fucking season, we got fucking housed on that one.
Dude, that one, like I was watching that game. And so listen, just because we went 4-8 on these picks doesn't mean your boy Rocky Prop, Rookie Bets, and Reverse Carmen weren't up fucking crazy style. But I digress. In the fact of when I saw Brock Purdy like making those runs, the one thing I was thinking to myself, like, damn, well, that bet's cooked. But it was winning them the game and they were storming back. And I took
you needed that money.
I needed it. So listen, I had a 4-leg parlay with a couple hockey games that I hit 3 legs on, and I just needed the Niners to win. And I'm watching the game, and I'm like, oh god, Detroit's up by 17. And so I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna die on this horse. Dan told me to hedge my bet and put 25 on the Lions, and I did not. And I also took a $20 live bet on the Niners while they were down 17. So I came the fuck up. I have finally surpassed $1,000 on my betting book, and that is the first time I've ever done that in betting because I've only been betting for what, 3 months?
Yeah,
and
3 months.
Dude, I'm
really successful. 3 months, buddy. You've been doing really,
hot
really good
in here. It is warm in here.
Hey, there is some. Listen, this isn't just this. This is proven at this point because it's been about 3 months. I've been madly impressed with just the fucking, you have like, you're not like a full degenerate. You're not like gambling on like 3rd tier Nigerian soccer or anything like that, stuff you don't know. You're sticking to the things that you do know, and god damn it, do you know fucking hockey. You are fucking cleaning up, and even just your straight parlays with teams winning, you're fucking solid on those, buddy. So even in a down week like this, and this is what I've been trying to kind of gear the whole audience towards. Even in a down week, if you're being smart and keeping that bankroll management together, you're still not taking a huge hit off of these losses.
Yeah, and here's something I want to talk about because obviously it's the era of player props. Yeah. But one thing I want to talk about is I've amassed this bankroll through player props, and the one change that I made between, what was it, a month difference between me saying I don't want to do this anymore, not the channel, but like I don't want to bet anymore because I lost a decent amount of money. And the difference between then and now is I stepped away from fucking big parlays because I came in hot on big parlays, 6 legs, huge 5 legs, 4 legs, just huge cooking for hockey. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, cool. This is how you get free money. I started losing a little bit, and I was like, dude, fuck this. And I was losing by like 1 leg on all of them. So I was kind of pissed, and I was like, Dan, I don't even want to gamble anymore. He's like, dude, listen, you got it. Look how many legs you're hitting. Just play straight bets. So what I've been doing is I'll throw 10 or 15 or so here and there on these straight I play straight bets every time I bet. And then when I hit on them, say if it's a 10 to win 17, I get my 10 back and I made 7 off of it, whatever the case may be. I've been coining up the straight legs and putting them into this strategy that I've kind of built up lately on favorites. And Dan is always saying that, like, oh, if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. But I've noticed a trend. I don't know if I've discussed this with you, between favorites in hockey, favorites in football, and favorites in basketball. I feel like in hockey, favorites is not as likely to hit because it's such a game of chance. Just a couple bounces here and there, and you're out of the game. And it's over.
You could be down by 3 goals, a couple bounces. Yeah, absolutely.
And that's it. And then with football, a favorite can come in, and they can just run into a hot team, but they're still probably more likely to win, especially during the season when you're looking at like a 49ers and Jaguars matchup. It's completely different compared to like if you're looking at like a fucking Penguins versus the Panthers. Like you have no idea who's going to come out on top in that game. But then in basketball, there are matchups that maybe the odds aren't as skewed. One, because another team that's not as good is also kind of doing decently. So I've been taking hockey guarantees. Like, for example, my 1 leg in my 4-leg parlay to win $200 rather than the Niners, and it was I took the Edmonton Oilers. They're on a 15 game winning streak. So I'm like, okay, cool.
Hot.
And especially against terrible teams, I'm like, okay, I'll take that one. And then in basketball, teams like the Pacers, the Timberwolves, the Kings, the Sixers, the Celtics, teams like that, when they play teams like the Trailblazers, like the fucking Hornets, like teams that like basketball is a sport where like if you're not a good team, you are just not a
You're gonna
good
get boat
fucking.
raced.
You're gonna
Yeah,
get
you're gonna get you're gonna
you're
get
getting
boat
beat
raced.
by 30,
Yeah,
40,
yeah,
things like that. So the Pistons
yeah,
have had a terrible season. They come back here and there, win a game or two.
yeah.
But like, so I'll take a matchup of like the Oilers playing the fucking Blackhawks. There's
Right.
one that is like odds in my favor, whether it's minus 110 or whatever the case may be. And then I'll take I took the Niners versus the Lions because I truly thought they were the better team.
Yeah.
Edmonton versus whatever the fuck. But basically, I've been tailoring not 8-leg parlays of like, oh, these are the best teams, but taking a 4-leg parlay of like these are the biggest skewed matchups. And there was one point for a 4-day stretch where I came up $100 a night every night just off that
Yeah. I
strategy.
mean, you were hot. Yeah.
And what that was from taking single leg bets and then taking a 10 to win 17, keeping the 10, and then I have I have $7 for free added into a little fund. And if I hit 4 straight leg bets, that's $27, $30. I'm like, oh, cool. Let me take this free straight leg bet profit and throw it on a matchup like this where I really know the odds, especially I know hockey well and basketball well. And then I was honestly just banking on the Niners because I think they're the best team in the league. And it's been working out for me. So it's the straight leg bets have totally changed my bankroll, my betting strategy, and my bills, honestly.
Yeah. Hey, and that's listen, if you're gonna get into gambling and you are coming at it to be profitable, this is like a second job. Like if you're like you have to fucking be, obviously we both have our own daily things that we do for cash. But this is like a very close second when it comes to, hey, I have to study these matchups. I have to fucking cap these games, see what I think is going to go. And listen, this is why, like, when you come into a week where you got 2 games, we have all these picks, and it's only because in our heads we're playing out and on paper, on a computer model, we're playing out and deciphering who's going to have a favorable matchup, who's not going to have a favorable matchup. So that's what it looks like. If you guys want to get into this gambling shit, it ain't something where you can fucking step in, put $10 on something to win 14 grand, and then you're good to go. And then you can fucking go off of that. It's a slow accrual of funds. Now, once you're getting to the point to where fucking Rookie Betts is getting fucking Rocky Prop over there, you can start to diversify. He's playing it smart. He is more. He's the more straight and narrow. Like, hey, I have this information. I think Edmonton's going to beat this team. We're going to put them on a little bit of a 2-3 leg parlay. But even then, you're being smart. You're not putting Edmonton on a 10-leg parlay. You're putting Edmonton on a 3-leg parlay. You got other favorites in there. It fucking gives you a better odds to guap up to get some more money on it. And now you're going to start to be able to diversify. Hey, I can put 25 on these straight legs now, or I can put 30 on this, or I can put 20 on this parlay when you were putting 10 on it before. And then it'll give you more opportunities. The best thing about gambling, once you build the bankroll, you can start to get a little I want to say reckless, but it's not reckless. I like you can get a little wild. Like you can see
the word you're looking for. It's not wild. You could
Yeah.
you can diversify more.
Yeah.
Is what I feel.
So just like when you're watching the San Francisco, and I did this yesterday too. Once Frisco came out in the second half, I was like, oh, that's a different looking team now. I got San Francisco plus 10.5, and I fucking smacked the shit out of it. And it wasn't an uninformed situation. It wasn't, but if I didn't have a bankroll, I would be a little bit more, a little nervous about fucking putting the money on that. So like it buys you freedom. Once you build that bankroll, you can be a little bit more free. You can see a plus 175 on the money line and be like, hey, let me throw $50 on that because I think this team's going to come out on top. And eventually you can fucking do that all over the place. And now once you keep building that bankroll, you're going to fucking be able to take all sorts of opportunities that you wouldn't think of or feel free enough to take if you had, a quarter of what you have for your bankroll right now.
Yeah, I picked up the Niners live after Dan told me I had a live bet, and I got them at 110, and that was a great pickup. I think they were down 17 at the time. And then as well as one of the strategies that I kind of feel like I'm doing consciously
Yeah.
is so say if I have like 875 in my account, I
Yeah.
look at that and I'm like, I'm not going under 8. I have $75 to bet tonight. I don't want to drop a third digit. So I will diversify my bets. I usually bet mostly in 10s and in 15s, and then if there's a bet that I feel the most confident in, I'll use a 40 on it.
Yeah.
But so what I'm doing with most of it is I already know, and I have a little booklet. I know how much that I've made off my singles. That's my little percentage
Yep.
of whatever the fuck my profit percentage. Because basically, I'm just getting I'm getting play money is how I look at it. Instead of being like, okay, I got the 10 and the 17 for,
Yep.
I got the 10 and the 7 for 17. That's what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna keep that 10 and I'm gonna use the 7. I add on top of it and build. Straight legs have totally changed my fucking betting career, and
Yeah.
going forward, even when like I was kind of like looking down the tunnel of like football ending soon and kind of getting worried
Oh
because
yeah.
not worried, but like not what's the word I'm looking for? Not worried or scared, but I was like not as excited because I was like, fuck, this one
Mhm.
less thing to bet on. But honestly, like I've been doing really well on basketball and hockey, and I probably favor both those sports over
Yeah.
football. So I'm gonna be rolling on those. And while we're speaking on it, I might as well just pop it up because yeah, we had a minor, not too good of a week with football, but I mean with hockey, it was I think this was just one night, and I was like, hey Dan, rock these, rock these, rock these, and the Messiah, you know, he needed a break, so you know he only had 3 shots, he didn't get 3.5,
Right.
but he's 1 shot away from a clean sweep of 6-0.
Yeah.
And also, last night I hit a $75 bet with San Fran to win. I think it was the Timberwolves to win over a terrible team.
Yeah.
And I took, so listen, Dan, I have been looking for this for a while. I didn't tell you about this.
Okay.
So I was, because like basically I'm so into hockey and shots was the first thing that came to me that I was like, okay, I know I'm a player. I play. I know I can feel like I can read this a little bit better than most people could. And I started looking into like we were looking at into hits last stream. We were looking into points, and I was like, damn, wait a minute. Hockey's like we talked about in a stream that sports are trying to they're trying to raise their scoring numbers, whether it's football, baseball, with the
Right.
pitch clock, everything. They want scoring to go up, and I'm like, still, hockey's usually like a 6 goal game most of the time. Maybe get
Right.
3 or 2 or whatever the case may be. And so I'm like, if I can just find fourth line players that don't get a lot of ice time, that don't have a lot of points in the last couple of games, if I can rock those players for under on their point total, and their job is just to hit and grind pucks out of the corner, I can find one. I finally found a fourth liner on Bovada, and his name is Matty Burns, and he's on the Seattle Kraken. And I took him for under half a point. Fourth line, he played 9 minutes of the game,
Yeah.
and he only had 1 assist in his last 5 games, 2 assists in his last 10. So this is something I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna like I got a little list. He's the first name on my list for this new little strategy I'm trying to find. I
Good.
don't call it necessarily an edge, but if you have a player for under a certain thing and their minutes in the game in general are significantly like zeroed down
Less.
to
Yeah. Less.
a minimal
Yep.
amount, on top of the fact that most of the time they're on the ice is probably going to be the penalty kill where you're just defending in your zone. I'm going to try to build on to this little
Good.
under points total strategy. So I'm building a new edge, if you would like to
Good.
call it right now.
And this is what you have to do again. This is just what it looks like, and that's what I wanted to do with the show. I want to give you guys a little bit of a view of what it's like to do this day in, day out, and try to be successful at it. You're not always going to have good nights. You're not always going to go 5-1 in hockey. You're not always going to go 4-8 in NFL, obviously. But the best thing about us is like, one, of course, we account for the losses, but two, we're not professional gamblers. We're going to come in, we're going to fuck up sometimes. We got way too wild last week or yesterday. We had fucking 12 plays for 2 games. That's too much. And that's another thing you'll be able to kind of grow with us on. We're going to dial these picks back a little bit for the Super Bowl, I would assume.
Yes.
And then we'll kind of in the playoffs, and we know for next year, now we have a little bit of a record built up. Hey, these teams do well in the playoffs. These teams have edges where it looks like they shouldn't have an edge, but they have an edge just based off of playoff pedigree. And when it comes to every sport, playoffs are different, man. Like some people just like Kelsey looked like a shit box tight end who was at the end of his career during the regular season this year.
Injured.
In the playoffs, he's looked like the Hall of Fame tight end that he is.
That fucking dive out scramble catch that he had was nuts.
Oh my God. And I'll tell you one thing, before I have like a little, almost like a pregame ritual I have with one of my friends that I've known since third grade. His name's Jake. We fucking sit down. We have a chat on the phone. We talk about parlay. We put in lotto tickets together. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. It's not a big deal. But we really break down the games. We talk about them. And he hooked me up with a fucking amazing he was like, you know what? I really think Kelsey's going to go today. I think he's going to have a fucking day. We didn't have Kelsey on anything. So he was like, all right, Kelsey needs 7 catches to break Jerry Rice's reception record. His line was 6.5. It was plus 114 to the over. We hit that. We hit Kelsey over on the yards and a Kelsey anytime touchdown. That was a fucking plus 650 fucking parlay.
Oh, thanks for the text message, Dan.
Hey, listen, I didn't think it was going to go. I didn't think it was going to go. I had no idea. He's been so hot. I should have fucking threw a text out there. I should have. I feel bad.
It's all right.
Plus 675 fucking parlay. It was nice. It hit. I had to get 10 yards and 1 catch in the second half to fucking hit that. And it fucking hit like early third quarter. And I was counting. The money was already in the fucking Bovada. It was waiting for me. It was nice. I signed on. It's right there. It's good to go. And that was honestly the only parlay I hit this fucking past weekend. It was a rough fucking weekend for Double Down Dan. Double Down Dan's going to rename himself fucking negative asshole Dan after this fucking past week. But hey, we're going to get back up on the horse. We're going to be fine. I already started off strong this week. We're going to down some day again. We're gonna keep popping that up. That's great. I do look a little downsy today. Thank you for noticing.
Let me ask you a question as a better real quick.
Yeah, of course.
So there's sometimes where we talk about our picks before the stream, and honestly, this was one of the only weeks where we didn't really have a lot of time to prep them together. But do you feel that if you're sitting there, you got nothing to do, and the game's about to start, and you place a couple bets, do you have I'm superstitious as fuck. Sometimes if I have them in advance throughout the day, I'll send them out to friends and people that ask me. But if I prep one right before a game, sometimes I feel like if I send it out, it's just not gonna hit. And then only because because it feels off the cuff, but you feel like that if you send it out, not only are you gonna let people down, but two, that it's not gonna hit because people are tailing with you.
Right. Yeah. No, I do. There is some of that superstition, but
I feel
when I do something off the cuff, I know that I'm okay with taking the risk on that. I wouldn't advise that Kelsey bet. I was okay with taking the risk on it. It was a $25 bet. It wasn't anything too serious, but it was nice to fucking get that cash. What I'm gonna say, if it's off the cuff, if it's right before the fucking game, I'm not gonna send it out. Okay, I'm putting it together because I want a little bit of fucking fire, a little action on the game.
Do you want to know why it feels like that? It's because it feels like when you blast it out, especially because we got a betting group chat with a couple buddies. When you blast it, I don't even know who one of the kids is in it. When we blast it out, he just got a free pass to our tailing our bets.
He did too.
When we blast them out, it feels like you're so confident in it that you're blasting it out feels like you're so confident in it that you got to tell everyone. And as soon as you're telling people, you immediately start feeling I feel like I just jinxed it because I was so confident about it by blasting out. Sometimes you place one in the dark and you're like, I'm gonna place this like an ETH investment. I'm gonna place it and just kind of forget about it. And shit, look at this.
Oh, it hit. Yeah. No, honestly, you're completely correct. And I do the same fucking thing. I have bets that you'll never fucking know I placed, and I have bets that I'm like, hey, listen, this is a good spot. You guys should hop in on this. I think it's gonna go. But yeah, so it's similar for everybody, I think.
Speaking on that, so I noticed 2 things. So we were talking before the stream. We wanted to recap our record thus far through Degen Fantasy with sports betting.
Yep.
And so I did some numbers and you did some numbers and you totaled in things that I didn't. So I currently have our football record. So I texted you and I said, I have this for our record. And then you said you counted in basketball and hockey and I did not. So I'm going to display just football. So just for football. So we have been doing this for a few weeks. This is not the weeks of the season. This is the week since we've started. Week 1, we went 17-2. Week 2, we went 12-1. Week 3, we went 7-8. Week 4, we went 10-7. Week 5, we went 11-3, and then week 6, we went 6-2. That is 63-23 for the football season this season, and that is a 73.26 winning percentage.
Right.
And that is all documented, all on stream, all stuff that we have talked about. You can go back through our entire history and check it out. What did you have for our numbers for with everything included?
So with everything included, we were at 77-35, and that would be 69%. If you round it, it's 68.8 or whatever the fuck. I just bounce it. I round. It's fine. Yep. 69% percentage, and that's not only MMA. Or that's not only NFL, that's MMA, that's NHL. Any pick that we put out on stream that we pop up for you guys to play, that's the whole record. So 77-35. And I just wanted to, we're getting to the end of the NFL season. We got one more game left. So I just wanted to fucking do some minor accounting. Now, Rocky you fucking did mention the fact that you have a book with your percentage and your wins and stuff like that. Very fucking smart. I have a spreadsheet that totals and calculates all the wins, the rate of return on everything. It is ROI, they call it. But so I have a spreadsheet that I fill in every bet. Every bet is accounted for. And that's something, again, that you're going to have to fucking do if you want to be profitable at betting. That's just a fact.
Yeah, because you got to keep track of what you're doing and where you've been and how you've So I got over a G in my account, and I'm like, how the fuck did I get here? I got to be able to acknowledge, and also it helps with my betting strategy moving forward. What I've been hitting on, what I'm strong at, what I'm weak at, and so I had a question for you. What the fuck was my question? What were you just talking about before?
Spreadsheet record.
Oh yeah, no. So what did I say when you sent me our percentage? What did I say to you?
That looked low.
I said, "Oh, we gotta get that up."
And you're like, we gotta get that fucking shit up. That's trash. 69%. Fucking, that's horrible. I'm sitting and what's great about you is you don't really know the gambling world, but and I clued you in on this. The best, most successful handicappers are hitting at a 60% clip. It's not a fucking this. The best thing about gambling is if you hit 57% of your bets, you're profitable. So that looks like hitting fucking 6 out of 10. Every 6 out of 10, if you hit 6 out of 10, you're good to go. You're gonna make good money. Mm-hmm. If you're going 70%, you're gonna look at your Bovada and you're gonna have a little bit of money in there.
So I got a question for you. What sport do you think we're best at?
Well, I mean, you
got to do top 3, in order from number 1, number 2, number 3.
So we haven't gotten into NASCAR yet. That's kind of where I shine. So I'll leave that off for right now. And it's hard. Listen, I've never fancied myself an NFL bettor, but these fucking player props have changed the fucking game. Mm-hmm. I mean, these motherfucking player props are where it's at. Dude, the edge, you can find such a good fucking edge on these player props. So right now, just listing off the bat, I know it's going to seem like I should say NFL, but I'm going to go NHL, NFL, and then just because we haven't really bet NBA that much, NBA third. But I feel like we might be solid at NBA. I know that's going to come off the cuff.
When we've bet it, we've done well.
We've done really, really well. But yeah, so NHL first, because I really feel like in NHL we have a solid, a realistic, a real fucking edge. Mm-hmm. I think that. And it shows every play that fucking we pop up that is NHL fucking centric, we haven't gone negative on those plays at all. Nope. So if you're taking them singles, if you got a fucking sport, and this is what I keep fucking telling people in the chat too, guys, get on a fucking real sports book and play singles. You got to be okay with building it incrementally.
I didn't know you couldn't play singles in any other sports book. Because the only sports book I have access to is the one that you told me to use, and I didn't know you can't do singles on Prize Picks. You can't do it on DraftKings. They'll let you do a same game parlay, but that's where they fuck, dude. That is such a juice to their odds as a book.
Yeah, it is, but it's also just the on DraftKings, the official DraftKings sportsbook, you can take singles all day. But when you're doing these daily fantasy sites, you have to parlay them, and that's how they make their fucking money, dude.
Yeah, because so speaking on that, I mean, I saved this
Yeah.
basically because I don't know, because I feel like it was a good teaching tool to have when I made the graphic. So, but I have this graphic right here. So you've probably seen it before. So that means they completely limit your odds, not even beyond 50, like no, completely beyond 50%. So immediately they're only letting you get the best odds of 25%. And then it just goes deeper and deeper the more you lay. So like they're
Uh,
covering their asses,
and
excluding straight bets.
not to mention the fact that these motherfuckers, and this is why I tell everybody to get on an actual sports book. These motherfuckers are giving you horrible odds on these fucking bets. Like if you put a two-legger in, you're getting significantly less money, like
Mhm.
significantly worse odds when you do a two-legger on like a prize picks. And that's not saying we won't take a prize picks fucking sponsorship. I'm sorry. I love you guys. I've made some money with you guys. I appreciate it. But yeah, no, when it really, and this is why, hey, listen, this is why these people are still in business today. This is why they're guapping up and they're making tons of fucking money. They're giving you right off the bat, you only have 25% chance of hitting this fucking bet. Good luck.
Dude, I'm about to open a sports books that only allows 6 leg bets. Look
Hey,
at the 6 leg.
that's called fliff, by the way, just so you know.
Look at the 6 leg. How like don't even look at the percentage. Look at the green. There is green on there. I don't know if you can see it, but I think I probably could like if I made like the payouts crazy and it was like the
Yeah,
$6 app or some shit. Basically, you just throw a
yeah,
dollar and a bunch of 6 legs, like
yeah.
I won't make the odds as nice because I'm like, listen, you're only doing 6 legs, but the money, it's not really
Yeah,
here. So
yeah,
just kind of just
yeah,
bullshit around it. That's exactly what every
yeah.
other sports book can do. They have so many different backdrops. It's insane. So
Yeah.
while we're here, I want to pivot really quick because we've been talking a lot about our sports betting strategies. We'll get back into that in a little bit. I want to talk about. Let me see currently how many views we have. So we sent a TikTok up, and we put it on, and everyone is in the comment section arguing right now. It is jumped. It has jumped to 630 views in an hour. And we get like close to 1,000 almost every video. So I'm gonna play it for you guys, and we're gonna see what Double Down thinks. And then I'm gonna pop up some of the comments because I don't think he's seen this yet.
The
It's
Chiefs
like
have the fucking dumbest, like corniest superstars, man. They're
it's
so
like
corny.
it's like if the Kardashians were a football team.
Basically, yeah.
exactly what
Because
it's
you know what? Like, I hated Tom Brady and the Patriots when they were fucking good, but they held themselves like fucking like you can't
Professional
touch our
athletes.
dicks. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, but they
Mhm.
also had that like we know we're good. It doesn't matter what you guys do. The fucking Chiefs don't have that. They're like, fucking love me. Look at me. I'm fucking Patrick Mahomes. They don't have the fucking couth. You know what I mean?
They don't have the couth, Dan.
I stand by that.
And so I threw that up. There's some nice music under it, made it a little more entertaining. But yeah, it's been doing pretty well. So I captioned it. What the fuck did I say? Here, hold on, it's right here. I put the Kansas City Kardashians. Is what I put.
Which is when they have to get rid of that fucking Native American name, Kardashians should be at the top of their list.
Just drop it right in. So
Yep.
I don't know how much of the comment sections will be displayed from these screenshots, but one of the comments says, "These the same dudes who say NFL is scripted. Maybe Andy Reid is tired of following the script from when he was in the Eagles. Now he's putting up wins. Cry about it." Thoughts,
And
Dan?
you know what, Mr. Boons, I will cry about it and continue to cry about it because fuck everyone involved in the Kansas City Chiefs. And yeah, you know what? Maybe there's not a script, but let's talk about how the NFL fucking handed the Chiefs the best referee assignments they could possibly get the last 3 weeks of the playoffs. Maybe we should fucking think about things before we type them. Also, Andy Reid is tried of following the script. Let's learn how to spell too while we're at it. All right.
Oh, Dan, you know where this clip's going? It's going right on TikTok.
God damn it,
And
put
I'm
it on
adding
there,
them.
buddy. I'm ready to go to war with all you motherfuckers. Let's do it.
What do we got here? This might be just them arguing in the comments. Someone said womp womp. Everyone starts to think they're the top tier because the tight end is dating a famous woman ever. Like she probably paying them refs to win.
You know what? Again, another spelling error, but I do appreciate the comment because you hate the Chiefs like me. All right.
People hate greatness. People thought Brady was smug and a prick his whole career too. They just forgot that part.
you know what? People did think that, but Tom Brady came out and he wasn't like, you got to fight for your right to party. No, Tom Brady came out and he was like, hey, you lost. I'm better than you. That's how this works.
All right, so I couldn't fit all the comments because the screenshots are a little bit taller than the display. So
yeah,
one of the comments says the dude who said I forgot which one he sent in, but it says from Blaine, the dude who just had the little money, the kid holding the money in their profile picture. He said, "Dude on top is definitely a pussy." He's talking about you, and he said, "Dude on top is definitely a Bills, Ravens, or Bengals fan."
Yeah, you know what? I am a Bills fan. Can confirm that I have seen a pussy, unlike Mr. Blaine, and I will continue to see it. And you can go cry about the fact that a fat dude's seen way more pussies than you ever will. Go ahead.
Jim Wood says, "Really? Question mark. 4 Super Bowls in 6 years isn't good enough for y'all? Question mark."
I want to be very clear. This clip had nothing to do with the success of the Chiefs. It had everything to do with how they hold themselves. Okay? If Andy Reid came out there like Bill Belichick every week and was like, you know what? Not going to talk about the past, only on to the next fucking week. We're fucking good. We're going to do our thing and win. I wouldn't have a problem with it. But Patty Mahomes' little brother and his wife got to fucking talk shit every day and dump fucking water on people and fucking be cocksuckers about it. And then I got to see Taylor Swift every fucking 10 seconds. Like, can you give me a fucking break? I know you guys are good. I fucking watch the games. Do I need to see your fucking piece of shit fans celebrating every fucking 10 seconds? No, I don't. Sorry. I got a little hot.
So under one of the main comments about the Super Bowls, it says, well, get used to it. Reed, Mahomes, and Kelsey are the new Belichick, Brady, and Gronk.
Yeah, and I'd like you to revisit that comment in the next 2 years when it goes south. Listen, there's a reason why the Patriots dynasty was the most thing talked about in the past, because it's not done. You got 5-year, you got 6-year runs. You don't have 20-year runs in the NFL. You just don't. People will catch up to you. And I would argue if Joe Burrow and those fucking Cincinnati Bengals were in the playoffs, we'd be talking about a different team in this Super Bowl.
And the last comment is, if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, bro on top needs to shave his head, eyebrows, and beard.
Why the fuck would I ever do that?
I don't know.
I never said if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, I'm going to shave my whole. Do you know how fucking insane I'd look? My head's already shaved, by the way, you cocksucker.
You're so lucky you didn't finish that sentence, because I would have clipped it and said, because you said, I never said, if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, I'm going to shave my head, eyebrows, and beard. I would have just clipped that and threw it on IG. Oh,
you
fuck
piece
that.
of shit. How dare you? How dare you? Listen, again, I'm not this. The video was a simple take on the fact that the Chiefs have the dumbest, most ridiculous superstars. And that's it. I think I really do think that is a factual statement. Could you have a cornier set of superstars? Yeah. I don't think you can, dog.
You got a frog, a ghetto cowboy, and a fucking, I don't even know. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, who the fuck knows, buddy? But you know what? Hey, listen. We should probably, I mean, it's only 40 minutes and we haven't recapped any of these fucking games, but we should probably kind of segue into the recap of these games. There is no doubting, and I have no issues to admit when I was wrong. I had this Chiefs team all fucking wrong. All
right, pause. I'm cutting you off. We're gonna slander the Chiefs.
Yeah, of course. I'm down with that.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that instead, and then we'll get into it.
Okay.
Let me make the display good. Okay, cool. Let's hear the impression.
The Patrick Mahomes, but you know, that's one that kind of works in there. That's everybody says Kermit the Frog. I think more Kermit the Frog and Frank Oz.
Yeah, I kind of do just like if Alex Jones took a bunch of helium.
Let me explain something to you. That's not. I will eat my neighbor if it was Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes. I think they may get a player. You know, that kind of. It's in there. I found. This is the thing I always tell people. There's a weird thing with voices, like Kermit the Frog. Hey ho, Kermit the Frog. For some reason, that voice right there, if you bring it down a little bit, becomes John C. Reilly. I had no idea. Did you touch my drum set? And then it can become Mark Ruffalo in Endgame. I see this as an absolute win. They're and it becomes Joe Rogan after that. Wow, Jamie, pull on up. Oh my God. So there's some of these voices are so similar. Chris Hemsworth is up here. You bring it down.
Then there's one that's going around that it's called the Sassy Walk. Have you seen this?
Please show it to me. I'm down.
Hold on, where is it?
This is great.
Oh, where is it? What is this? He's always doing that shit with his fingers. That's how.
Okay.
There you go. There's just so many.
Listen. Again, and I'm going to equate this to the Bills. If the Bills in the last 6 years had been to 4 Super Bowls and won a couple, all the comments, all the shit people said would roll right off my fucking back. Listen, there's a reason why the Patriots will go down as the best dynasty in our lifetimes. Not only did they walk and talk a certain way, their fans also walked and talked a certain way. I'm not afraid of anybody from Kansas City. I want to make that known. I will walk through Kansas City with your worst hated rival on my chest and not be concerned. If I did that in Boston, I'd be a little concerned. I'm going to be honest with you. Probably get the shit kicked out of me. Just say, okay? So Kansas City, you keep doing you. Be happy that you've been here. Be happy that people are talking shit about you. That's where you want to be. You know what they say? The more haters you got, the better you're doing.
That's true. All right, so let's talk Ravens. What went wrong?
The blame is on the offense, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
The defense came out lights out in the second half, played outside of their fucking minds, really clamped down on the Chiefs. They were on the field for most of the game, it seemed like, the Ravens defense, and they were getting pieced up in the first half. They really adjusted, really came through in the second half. It's all on Lamar. It's all on that high-powered offense that we were supposed to see. And again, it's another loss for Lamar in the playoffs. And you have to wonder, you have to start wondering a little bit, can this guy get you to the promised land? Can he get you to a Super Bowl? I don't know, man. When it really comes down to it, we didn't have Joe Burrow in these playoffs. Josh Allen, I think, straight up is a better quarterback than Lamar. Mahomes is better. I think Burrow is better. I think you gotta be a little concerned about the future there in Baltimore. I don't know if you have the quarterback or the dogs to really fucking bring one home, buddy.
Who was the number one dog of the game for the Ravens? Because I'll tell you exactly who it was.
Hamilton, Kyle Hamilton.
No,
it was Kyle Hamilton. Yes,
no,
it was.
It was Zay Flowers. Holy fuck!
That fumble on the goal line.
That
fumble on the goal line.
I know, but dude, he looked incredible. Other than the fumble on the goal line.
Hey, listen, he's got that CD Lamb top of the line speed where he just fucking. It looks like he hits the boost in Madden. And he just fucking cruises to the end zone. But no, I think if we're looking at actual MVPs for the Ravens, Kyle Hamilton was all over the goddamn field. Yeah, that's a Notre Dame alum. He's a great fucking player. I would literally sell my kidney to have him in Buffalo. I think he's fucking phenomenal. And he was the reason that the Ravens didn't lose by fucking 2 touchdowns. Yeah, definitely.
All right, so I'm going to take the part where you said if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, and then I'm going to cut it and then put literally sell my kidney. I think that's a good one.
That's fine. My kidneys are shot anyways.
Get the donor list, and we'll get that going for you guys as like a little giveaway for Degen Fantasy.
What do you think? When we're talking about this game, like, how did you watch? I'm assuming. What did you think of it? What were your first impressions of both teams, really?
Impressions of the Chiefs. They're unstoppable with even having weird. They got Rashee Rice and Travis Kelce, and Pacheco and Mahomes, and that's about it. And then their defense is incredible. And I watched the Ravens, and I was like, damn, if they had a superstar running back, it opened up this game a little bit more. And then also at the same time, I don't know, dude. Honestly, like as much as I can hate on Patrick Mahomes, it's the same thing of like watching greatness. And I'll admit it, like when you watch Mahomes, he's a phenomenal quarterback. And I felt like they just went out and won the game. As much as you can blame it on Lamar, as much as you can blame it on the Ravens, like they just went out and won the fucking game, and they're the better team. And honestly, like we were heavy on the Ravens, and I think we were all part of Lamerico, if I'm say so myself, as in like we just wanted to see the Chiefs lose. And I didn't place a single bet on this game because I told you I felt like Anakin Skywalker. I knew that the anger was going to affect my betting. I didn't place any bets on any of that game because I knew I had a feeling that I knew the Chiefs were going to win. I knew they were going to win, and then I don't know. I just hated watching it and like just sitting there with my girlfriend. She already hates the Chiefs enough. So she's like, shut it off. I can't watch it the fourth quarter. And then I was like, yeah, shut this off. And then like 3 minutes later, it was like a minute left in the game. I'm like, I got to turn it back on. And I look at it.
I'm going to turn it back on.
I'm going to turn it back off.
I thought the Ravens had every chance to win that game. I thought we were on the right side. I thought I was on the right side specifically, and that's not just to toot my own horn. The Ravens had like 4 chances to tie that game up and win it, and they just couldn't deliver when it came down to it. And I really do think that is on Lamar's shoulders. And then when you think about the amount of stress that they put on Lamar, not only is he your running back and quarterback, he's got to be your playmaker too. And you just can't and you saw this with Josh Allen 2 weeks ago. He ran out of steam. Like you could see that Lamar was tired as fuck when it came to the fourth quarter. And that's only because not only is he running and throwing, he's also got to make the dynamic plays for that offense. I questioned why they weren't running Gus Edwards. I have no fucking idea why they weren't running with listen, to beat the Chiefs, you got to keep Patrick Mahomes off the field. Yeah. You got to pound it. And again, I think, and I won't pick against them because I've been burned. So I won't be on a side when it comes to the Super Bowl because I don't trust the 49ers. And I don't trust anyone to beat the fucking Chiefs, which is like the saddest thing I have to fucking say this week.
Yeah.
So I won't be on the side, but like when it really, fuck, man, I really thought that the Ravens should have won that game. I thought that they had more than 5 chances to fucking tie that game up and win that fucking game. They should have. They really should have. What
I will say is, despite them not using Gus Edwards correctly, whatever the case may be, is that I think if Coach Harbaugh was coaching the Bills, they would have won that game. Do you agree? I think that if Harbaugh was coaching the Bills and the amount of options you guys have compared to Baltimore, I feel like they probably could have won that game.
Yeah, maybe. I think Monken, who's the offensive coordinator in Baltimore, probably would. I mean, Josh Allen's just got more. He's more capable with his arm, so I feel like probably. And I do think Harbaugh is a better coach than McDermott. So yeah, maybe. I don't know, man. I'm starting to fucking really hate the fact that it's hard to fucking bank against this fucking team, man. They're just so fucking clutch, dude. They're so clutch. They're just so fucking, it sucks, but they're so fucking good, and it's stupid.
I'll tell you what it is. This not betting on that game this week allowed me to step back and not have a bias because one, I already knew the Chiefs were going to win, and two, as much as I had faith in Lamar Jackson, I'd never thought that they were going to pull it off based on their squad. And you said you're kind of off of it for the Super Bowl, but I will tell you right now that I truly believe that if there is any team in the NFL that can beat the Chiefs in a Super Bowl, it is the 49ers. The reason why I think that Lions-Niners game went the way it did is because the Niners, I feel like, came out flat, and the Lions were so juiced off of being in the playoffs and like getting into into a series where like everyone's freaking, oh my God, the Lions actually won a playoff game. Oh my God, they did another one. And just doing well brought them into having that juice. And I think the Niners came out flat. Watching them come out of that half, I don't see a team that can beat them coming out of that half.
I would like to think that as well. But there is something to be said about Kyle Shanahan, who's the head coach of the 49ers, and his they like to fall one game short. Let's just put it that way. I'd be a little concerned about that matchup. I think the better coach is in Kansas City. I think Andy Reid's the better coach of the matchup. And I think, and oddly enough, I didn't think I would say this, but I think the Chiefs are the better fucking defense, which is like
they are.
When you got Chase Young and Bosa on one fucking team, like you shouldn't wonder who the better defense is. And I think defense wins championships, and you saw it in that AFC Championship game. If the Chiefs' defense was shitty, they would have lost that game by 5 touchdowns. They would have. They couldn't keep up with them on offense, and that's just a fact. The second half to score 0 points, like you can't go. If you're playing a good team with a good head coach, they should win that fucking game.
I don't know what it is. So like usually like every game, like the one I got bet on the Bills for them to beat the Chiefs out of anger. But I had a feeling that the Chiefs are going to win. This is the first time going into a matchup where I don't feel it like the Chiefs are going to win. I feel like it's the hot hand. They've been there before, but this is a Super Bowl rematch. They played before, right?
Yeah, 2019.
Yeah, Super Bowl rematch.
Chiefs.
And I think they're a way better team than that fucking whatever matchup was. Where it says 2018.
2019, yeah.
2019. I think they're a far better team.
By that, yeah, they didn't lose by that much, and they also don't have the limited Garoppolo at quarterback this time.
Yep. So they have a better quarterback. They have obviously a way better running back. They have I don't know if Debo and Ayuk were there at the time, but they have a great team. And also at the same time, like you talked about Chase Young, you talked about Bosa, like their defense isn't like terrible. Just because they're not, I don't think they're the best defense on the field doesn't mean that they're a bad defense. And I think they're definitely better than the Ravens defense. Would you agree? You don't think so?
Nah, I don't think so. No.
I mean, okay, so maybe not better than the Ravens, better than the Bills.
Oh yeah, but that you and me could trot out, and we'd be better than the Bills' fucking defense. Like,
okay, but
you know what I mean?
Okay, so I don't think if they're not better than the Ravens defense, I don't think that it's like by a mile. I think it's pretty close, but I just think they have so many weapons and so many dogs, and just I don't know. I just feel like it's their year. I feel like Brock Purdy maybe isn't primed to be there, but great matchup for him in a sense that of, you want to be great and you're going against one of the greats. So go out there and ball. And then you got just dogs. Debo Samuel's a dog. Ayuk's a dog. Kittle's a dog. McCaffrey's a dog. And I think so honestly, also McCaffrey kind of got banged up at the end of that game.
He did. He had a neck thing, which it's going to be fine. There's no reason he'll go. He's got 2 weeks to get healthy and get right. And you're right. I think on paper, I would side with the 49ers, but like, listen, I wasn't just making picks out of fucking sheer hatred of the Chiefs. I was legitimately, and I've watched, and a lot of people don't understand this. Like I consume sports. Like I watch everything. Like I've seen this team this year. And when the Bills played them the first time, I genuinely was like, oh, this is the weakest fucking Chiefs team that we've ever played. Like, I wasn't concerned about them in the playoffs at all. So when it came down to it, I thought they had a really, really solid, favorable matchup against Miami. They caught the Bills with like a fifth string defense. That is, I mean, I told you before that game went, don't pick the fucking Bills because they're not going to fucking win that game. I knew it was going to happen. You knew it was going to happen. We all felt it. But yeah, on paper, I favor the 49ers, but I could have said that for the last 2 weeks. And I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, but the 49ers are better than the Bills and the Ravens.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And we can get into this game next. I think we probably talked about the Ravens and the Chiefs a little bit too long, but that first half from the Lions to come out like they did gave me a little pause, man. The Lions offense, I don't think is, I mean, they have more dynamic playmakers, but They have more dynamic playmakers, but Jared Goff and Mahomes aren't even in the same fucking league when it comes to fucking quarterback play.
Well,
and
I
I thought
thought
Jared Goff,
Brown and Rashi
Yeah.
Rice are in the same league. And
No,
neither is
I think
Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery combined for Pacheco. I don't think that he's close to that.
Yeah, no, I would agree. Listen, I agree, but I also, again, I did not think the fucking Chiefs were going to win these last 2 weeks. So I don't know. I'm not going to bet against them. I would say that the 49ers are the right side, but it doesn't on paper. Yeah, but
How many rings
when it
does
comes
Mahomes
down to
have?
actually playing the game, he has three,
Three.
2 or 3.
He has 3.
He's 3. Yeah, that's enough. Enough's enough with this fucking bullshit. He needs to fucking take a little vacation for the next couple of years. All right. But yeah, no. To get to the Lions game, I thought they looked fucking phenomenal, man. They came out fucking ears pinned back, fucking hitting hard, made that fucking defense look like a fucking joke, man. They made that defense look horrible, and it was just based off of speed. I mean, Gibbs,
They're so
again,
fast.
oh my god, man! The Lions really did. They pulled a Lake Erie and they fucking blew it, man. Any team in that fucking triangle around the Lake Erie, Buffalo, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Detroit, all those teams, we got the fucking. There's like a fucking Indian burial ground that all those cities were built on, and they just can't get over the fucking hump, man. When it comes down to it, but I thought that the Lions came out strong, but man, where Shanahan has grown as a coach, he fucking adjusted the fuck out of that. Dude, when they came out in the second half, that was like a fucking different team, man. They looked fucking fast. They looked fucking fierce. The defense came out, fucking pinned their ears back, got to the quarterback. Like, they were looking fucking good, man. Jared Goff had happy feet by the end of that game, and he was like really uncomfortable. You could really see it by the end of the game. Still, Detroit they had every opportunity to tie that game and take it to overtime. And Dan Campbell, I mean, it comes down to Dan Campbell being aggressive again, which you got to love about Dan Campbell. But when you're at the 20 and you got a fucking easy field goal, maybe you kick the fucking field goal next time. You know what I mean? Like, but what did you see? Like, yeah, go ahead.
But before I get into what I see, can I ask you a question? So I feel a certain way about teams that have lost in these playoffs, and the Lions make me feel different. I think that if you look at certain teams, like let's say the Bills, let's say the Ravens, let's say the Packers, let's say the Cowboys, I feel like they're all missing a piece. I don't feel like the Lions are missing a piece. I just think they ran into a better team. Like, for example, like when I say the Bills are missing a piece, I mean, like, I think if they somehow were able to, or if they did going into this game, if they were able to pull off a trade for like a player like Alvin Kamara, I feel like that's a huge upgrade and a huge asset and a huge weapon that would open up their offense. I feel like a couple of these teams we've been watching, whether it's on the defensive side of the ball or the offensive side of the ball, they missed a piece that made their game like multidimensional.
I agree.
And so I feel like the Lions were a team that had everything, other than like a phenomenal quarterback. Like, I'll say the one piece the Lions missed was if they had a scrambling quarterback, even on the level of Brock Purdy in that last game, if they had a quarterback that can open, like just that alone, a running quarterback that can throw as well as he does, would open up that game so hard that, like, also, how do you defend the Lions if the quarterback can run? Like, say if I'm not going to say Lamar because that's the stereotypical one. Say if let's just say Josh Allen. Let's say if Josh Allen's on the Lions, that team's unstoppable.
Yeah, I agree.
Unstoppable.
I think, and this is like a thing, I don't think this is the last time we see the Lions. I think they're poised for the future. Yeah, they could upgrade a quarterback, but you're right. They have playmakers all over both sides of the ball. I think this is just one of those situations where you catch a team at the right time. They're young. They haven't really been here before, so it takes a while to build up that playoff pedigree. Again, I think the Lions will be back. I think they're going to be a team to be reckoned with. Yeah, go ahead.
If you're T. Higgins, do you go to play alongside Stephon Diggs or Amon-Ra St. Brown?
I would definitely go to fucking Detroit. I think Detroit has more, possibly, I think Detroit has more money to kind of throw around anyways.
Could you imagine, instead of Josh Reynolds, T. Higgins with Amon-Ra St. Brown?
I mean, I think that the Detroit Lions were 2 drops away from
literally, and Josh Reynolds accounted for 2 of them.
Yeah, and Jamison Williams had a really, really bad one as well.
He had a
on
bad one.
third
They
down.
also he made up for it with that touchdown.
Yeah, that touchdown catch was amazing. But again, if they had kicked the field goal, they would have been tied and been going to overtime.
Yep.
I think the Lions are right there. The best and the worst thing about the NFL, you never know what comes, because Jared Goff could tear his ACL next year first game. And then you're like, oh, fuck, what do we do here? Or Jahmyr Gibbs comes out and has a sophomore slump and he's just not fucking the same guy. So you never know what could happen, but I do think it's one of the cases where like the Lions are like even Patty Mahomes' first fucking year or second year, they were in the playoffs, but they didn't fucking beat Brady. They didn't beat this team. Like, it takes time to develop that winning pedigree.
Do you think it's time for Purdy?
Yeah, I think this is, if they don't do it this year, I think it's going to be another couple years before they get back to the game. But yeah, no, listen, when you got boys like fucking Chase Young and Bosa on the other side of the ball, and you got fucking, I mean, the fucking offense, dude, Kittle, Ayuk, Samuel, fucking McCaffrey, they can fucking do anything. All of them can run the ball minus Kittle. I'm sure Kittle could run the fucking ball too. He's fantastic. But like, all of them can run the ball. All of them can catch the ball. All of them are playmakers. All of them have dynamic speed, like, for their positions. If you aren't going to do it this year, I don't know when you're going to fucking do it. Like, this is the year for the Niners. Everything when it came to the games yesterday, I think that there was a noticeable difference in the NFC game than there was in the AFC game. I thought the NFC game had a lot more fucking star power, a lot more pop, a lot more speed. This is the NFC's year if they had a year to win. Again, you're looking at Patrick Mahomes on the other side of the fucking field. So good luck. I don't know if you're going to do it, but this is the year for them if they can do it.
One thing that I was thinking watching every game that Patrick Mahomes has played in is that we're in a league where, like, the quarterback, especially like one as elusive as Mahomes, but like the quarterback just doesn't get fucking rocked anymore. And they do that to protect the game, protect the players, and protect the moneymaker, because you got a good quarterback on the field. But like, fuck, dude, you're watching that game. Like, if someone could just get to him and just give him a good lick, like because like in hockey, you impose that physical will, and it changes the game, because if people think they can just fucking keep their head down and do all these fancy fucking moves and shit, they get popped, and then that changes how they have to play. Exactly. In football, because they're protecting the quarterback so much, you can basically do whatever you want, to the point where even if you get tapped a little too hard after you let go of the ball, that it's a big fucking 15 yards. Yeah. Here we go. That it's a tough situation. And also, the one thing I will say is that last play. So it's a game of, what was the score? I think they were up 3 or 7. How much were the Chiefs up that last play? They were up 7, right? And so the Ravens come out and they take that purposeful offensive fucking, what's it called? What's the penalty? It was too aggressive or some shit. Unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
It was unsportsmanlike.
It was unnecessary roughness.
Unnecessary roughness penalty. And that was a smart coaching decision, because you'd rather it be 1st and 10 and defend 10 yards for a first down, try to keep the game going, and have it be fucking then have it be like fucking 1st and 5 or 2nd and 5, or the case of what it was going to be. And that throw that Mahomes threw to ice the game down the middle over the fucking entire pack, and just for him to bring it in, I don't even know who the fuck it was, because it wasn't one of their top receivers.
It was MVS.
Yes.
Valdez Scantling.
Yep. Yeah. And it was a great play, but you think to yourself, like, I don't even know if the Ravens could have tried it downfield if they got the ball back.
I think they were spent by that point, man. I think they were defeated on the field. You could see it. The defense did everything in their possibility to keep them in that fucking game, man. But yeah, that MVS catch earlier in the season, that motherfucker's not catching that ball. He's dropping it, and the Ravens have another shot. But again, this is a playoff pedigree team, man. They came in, they're hot right at the fucking, obviously at the right fucking time. Great for the fucking Chiefs again. But yeah, man, they're coming up against a formidable opponent that has a lot of fight and a lot of dogs on the fucking field, man. That Chiefs defense is going to be stressed. They'll be without one of their best pass rushers. And I'm pretty sure Frank Clark is banged the fuck up too, who's their best coverage linebacker. So you're going to It's going to be a tough road, man. McCaffrey's got a pop to him. He's got a lot of speed this year. I don't know if he's fucking getting that HGH in his morning breakfast or whatever the fuck, but those boys are fucking fast and furious on the other side of the ball. So it's going to be, I think, honestly, I just want a good fucking game. Like, I just don't want to fucking blow out. I feel like the playoffs in general this year have been really fucking shitty. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think we've had a lot of great games this playoffs. I just want a fucking solid, competitive Super Bowl. I could give a fuck less who wins because honestly, I hate both of these fucking cities and teams. And I wish any other fucking teams in the league were in this fucking Super Bowl, minus the Patriots, of course. But like, I just want a good fucking game. Like, give me a fucking game, guys.
I don't really have a big hate for the Niners, and I've kind of been watching them all season, just like not as a fan, but as someone like for entertainment wise. But so there's a trend that McCaffrey and Pacheco have scored a touchdown, and also it was going into the season for McCaffrey, but he missed one. That they've been scoring a touchdown a game for the past at least 7 games, and McCaffrey for the last 2 games has scored more than 2 touchdowns both games. The odds are probably terrible, but I think a great 2-legger to lay up would be McCaffrey and Pacheco both for anytime touchdown. I don't know what the odds would be, but if you tie that in with a winner, if you feel confident, that might be a play right there. But
yeah, you probably get like just over plus 150, 175. It wouldn't be big because McCaffrey's number to score a fucking touchdown is like minus 501.
Honestly, let's pop up the prize picks and just take a look around. Present.
Well, prize picks give you a weird line, but yeah.
Well, prize picks is always fucking weird, but let's take a look. Is there not touchdowns?
Look at that Mahomes passing yards. Oh, we're banging that shit this week. That's for sure.
Purdy is 248.5, 261.5 for Mahomes.
Sharp line.
Yep. Rushing yards. Where's Pacheco? McCaffrey's at 88 and Pacheco. Wait, where's Pacheco's regular line? 68.5 and 88.5.
About right on the Pacheco line.
Fucking McCaffrey just cleared that. Like literally, no, like that last game. Like, what did he get? He cleared it by half a point.
It was half a yard. We got it by the hook, baby. Got it by the hook. Yep.
Insane. Anybody that took the under, I'm sorry. But also you're stupid because I would just take Christian McCaffrey's under unless it's against Washington, where he doesn't play.
Unless it's against Washington, yes.
Yeah. So that's I've been looking at McCaffrey all year.
So go to touchdowns real quick.
And I've been looking.
It's the first time I'm actually seeing these fucking lines, so it's interesting. Go to
rushing, receiving, touchdowns.
Receiving. Yeah, see, McCaffrey is that fucking stupid goblin line. Pacheco too, goblin line, of course. 20 to win 42. I guess. I don't know. It's, again, like the only thing about touchdowns is like you only have a finite amount of those touchdowns that are going to happen.
And he's getting one though. Christian McCaffrey's getting one of them. I
hope so. I don't know. I'm not fucking. You swore to me last week that fucking Kittle was going to get a touchdown too, and that's
before
yards.
I thought Debo. I said that before I knew Debo was playing. I thought he was not playing, so I was like, all right, Kittle's.
Don't. No. You said it was going to happen, and it didn't. Okay,
fair enough. There's some stuff going on, but. By the way, what do you, this is a bet I've never placed personally. Have you ever placed the first play of the game prop? So my buddy Max has
fantastic, though.
You've never placed the first play of the game prop?
No.
He's been hitting run every first play of the game for the past 6 weeks, and he's hit everything, but one almost didn't miss. It's usually always a run. It's usually a great way to gauge how the game's going to go. But so I forget what game it was. Somebody ran a passing play and the receiver caught it and immediately fumbled. So the ball went to the other team, and the first play they had, because it was an incomplete and basically he fumbled it, whatever the case may be, was a run. So it hit for him. I want to swivel into, because especially on Bovada, they have this thing. Let me pop it up so I can read it. Where's sports? Super Bowl specials, Super Bowl QB props, rushing props, receiving props. They have everything up right now, but the Super Bowl specials. I'm going to ask you a slew of questions, and you're going to make a pick for me.
Okay.
Super Bowl MVP. Mahomes, Purdy, McCaffrey, Kelsey, Debo, or Pacheco?
I'd probably go with McCaffrey.
Okay.
Because I think if they win, he'll be the reason why they do it. Yeah.
McCaffrey's plus 475. Mahomes is plus 120. Purdy's plus 225. Kelsey's plus 112. It's 1,200, and then Debo's plus 2,000. And dude, it goes down the whole roster. There's
Yeah.
Mitch Winchnowski plus 90,000.
Let's take a little fucking stab at Winchnowski. Who's he play for? I don't even know who he plays for.
I'm assuming the Niners.
All right, let's lock
Imagine
it in.
Gets the
Let's
game-winning
throw $5
fumble
on that.
recovery touchdown.
Imagine that win. You put $10 on that and make fucking $9,000.
That's fucking insane. All right, so then all right, so what about this one? So it's coin toss result. Heads or tails?
Always go tails, guys. Always go tails on that.
My heads guy. National anthem. How long will it take? Reba McEntire. So you told me earlier in the season that they have people sitting in the sidelines with a stopwatch clocking how long it's going to take. It's over a minute and 28 or under a minute and 28.
I always usually the line will take it over, but we'll be back. We got some inside information when they start doing rehearsals for this. We're gonna fucking clock it. We'll get some good information on that. But I would gather that it's probably gonna go over because it usually does.
We got what color liquid would be poured on the winning coach? Obviously, a popular one last year was purple. So blue is plus 400. Orange is plus 550. Lime green or yellow, so you get 3 colors for 450. Red for 260. Purple for 190. Clear/water for 900. And no liquid to be poured on the coach for 2,000. I'm superstitious. I like red.
Red. Yeah, I feel like red, right? That's because
Yeah,
both
but the
teams
fucking thing
are red.
But this is the thing. So a lot of people think like, oh, the Chiefs come into town, they have their Gatorade, they're gonna all pick one color. The thing is because they're so fucking fancy in the NFL, there is majority of the colors out there. Hey, so-and-so, Bosa likes purple. We got purple out there for him. So-and-so likes red. They're all labeled. It's whatever one they grab. They don't even know what's in it.
So technically, they could fucking
Rig the shit out of
right.
it.
Technically, they could be like, "Hey, a lot of people bet fucking red, so make sure you grab that purple one."
Yep. And then another thing is, this is one that you can extremely rig if you wanted to. Who will win the Super Bowl? Who will the Super Bowl MVP mention first in his speech? Minus 145 is his teammates. Plus 135 is God or Jesus. Plus 1,000 is the city. Plus 1,800 is the coach. Plus 3,500 is the owner. Plus 1,400 is friends or family. And then plus 1,800 is any of these mentioned is not above. It's not mentioned any of the above.
I would rest with teammates. Now here's where I could see the city coming into play. If Buffalo, if Detroit, Cleveland, like a rundown fucking Rust Belt city like that, I feel like if Buffalo won, they'd be like, this is for fucking Buffalo. Like, but like these two cities, like San Francisco, all-time shitty fucking horrible city, Kansas City, another fucking terrible city. I doubt that they're going to mention those shitty fucking terrible cities they live in. And yeah, I want all the smoke when it comes to that. What I
got one
to stay there.
I got
Hold
one.
on, wait. I'm in the middle of it.
Oh, I thought you were done. I'm sorry. I thought you were finished.
Jesus. It's teammates first. If it's the Chiefs, it's the fucking teammates. If it's the fucking Niners, it's the teammates. It's got to be teammates first.
What I will say is, so I feel like the black culture raises their children the correct way. I feel like white families fail a lot, and I feel like religion is more. Now listen, let me finish. I feel like religion is more prevalent in the black culture, and I feel like if it happens to be an African American who wins the MVP, he will say God or Jesus first.
Okay, yeah, because sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, first things first, all glory to God."
Yes, like CJ Stroud.
All right, so hey, then we got two wagers we can throw and probably make a profit because one of them.
So if you took Deebo Samuel plus 2,000 straight, and then also place this with it in a parlay, you can also place this straight. You can take Deebo plus 2,000 and then God or Jesus plus 135.
I mean, not a bad fucking play, to be honest with you. Deebo could win the MVP. I see there's a whole slew of people. Kelsey, Mahomes, Purdy can definitely win it. McCaffrey can definitely win it. Deebo could win it. Ayuk could win it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there's a lot of people that could fucking win it. Everyone's in play this year, so
there's some crazy ones. So America the Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Who will be shown first? Kansas City player, or a San Francisco player?
What's Taylor Swift?
I don't. I'll see if it's on here. Hold on. Then you can do that with players
Because it'll
too.
be Taylor
First off.
Swift. They'll be
Yeah,
on
Taylor.
her the whole fucking game. We might not even see a play this
She
game.
might not even be there.
Get the fuck
She
out
has
of
a
here.
show
She's
in
gonna be-
Tokyo the night
She's
before.
gonna be front and fucking center with her stupid Kansas City shit on, and she'll be there. She will
Check this
absolutely
out.
be there.
Check this out.
Yeah.
Will Kansas City win the coin toss? Yes, plus 290. No, minus 430.
Wait,
Niners, will
aren't
they
picking
win the?
now? Wait.
What?
Isn't Kansas City the away team because they're the lower seed?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, we might have to fucking play a little bit on that fucking yes.
And then you can also take who's going to win the coin toss straight up. Then you can also do, will San Francisco win the coin toss? Yes or no? Yes, plus 215. No, minus 295.
Why is the no juice so much?
I don't know. Will the team that calls the coin toss in the Super Bowl be correct? Yes or no? Minus 105 each.
Wow.
Distance
so
of the
many
first
good bets
touchdown
in
of the
there.
game. Drake curse. What team will Drake be wearing on Super Bowl Sunday? Chiefs or Niners? Chiefs minus 180, Niners plus 135.
It's the Chiefs, dude. Yeah,
It's the
it's
Chiefs.
definitely the Chiefs.
That's a lock.
It's definitely the Chiefs. Yeah.
First offensive play of the game. Run play minus 145. Pass play plus 110.
Ooh, I like that. Definitely hit a fucking
Dude, they
pass
get
play.
so dude. Where you think we're Degen, bro? They got bets on the commercials.
Oh yeah. Buddy, they got fucking everything. When we get into the fucking breakdown of all the props, Saturday
Dude,
we
you
can do a
just
little
need an
prop
in
thing.
for the commercials. It's
It
dude. You pay for
depends.
slots. First advertisement of the game: BMW or Coors Light. Coors
Wait,
Light.
but what if either one of them don't go? Like, what if it's like a fucking?
And it's probably either a push or those are just the two. I think every year, the
It's
first commercial of the game is like a popular slot.
Oh yeah, no, dude, and they pay like $6 million to get that slot.
Wait a minute. Okay, so no, there's multiple first TV advertisements. So if it's not one of those, you get pushed. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're so basically it's laid out like this. I don't know if you can see it.
Can't see shit.
I know.
Nope.
Oh, no, you
Yeah,
can.
now I can.
Yeah, they're laid out in pairs.
Yeah.
Okay, bookings.com or Hellman's Mayonnaise, Drumstick or Uber Eats, Nerds or Oreos, Popeyes or Dove. Jesus Christ.
So it's whatever, you know what it is? It's whatever comes first out of those two. That's
Yeah.
why they have a bunch of matchups. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, that's
It's
funny.
whatever comes before the other one.
So let me see if I did Uber Eats and bookings.com. But the thing is, I don't think on Bovada, I don't think
You can't parlay them.
you can't. Okay.
No,
That's what I
they're
thought.
props. Yeah, you can't parlay them like that.
Okay. And then there's halftime show, first song. Plus 325, Love in the Club. Plus 300, Oh My God. Plus 550, DJ Got Us Falling in Love. Plus 425, My Way. And plus 350, Yeah.
I think we're gonna go on that one. I think he pulls out the
He's gonna
classic.
hold that. He's gonna hold that out for last.
You think?
Oh, for sure. It's his best song.
Wouldn't he want to come out with a banger though? Wouldn't you want to come out with like a fucking bang? Like, yeah, you're right. Because then, imagine
Like,
him
the
coming
whole
out to that
stadium
fucking
black,
song,
and it's
dude,
like,
people would fucking lose. Yeah, dude,
I would
come
lose
on.
my shit. Then the rest of
And
the
then
set is him
Ludacris
singing.
comes out, and then Ludacris comes out too.
Honestly, I'm running that. Because he'd have to. What else? What other songs does he fuck? Honestly, all you have to do is listen to the intro to each one of these songs, and if it's not, it's the one with the hardest intro.
What is the one with the hardest intro? Because I feel like
I'll
is such an
tell you
iconic
right now. I
fucking
only
beat.
know My buddy Grizz gave me a lecture about how I should know more Usher songs.
Usher's a fucking bitch. Go ahead.
But dude, imagine if it was just like the keys, just and then it stops.
That's what I'm saying. That whole whole fucking stadium goes up like fucking dude. That'd be crazy to start off with. But you might be right. He could hold that for the last fucking go, because that's like you bring out your special guests. Then you got, you know what I mean? Then you hit that song. That you might be right on that one.
Okay, halftime show to occur during Usher's performance on stage. Ludacris is minus 210.
Yeah,
Lil
he's
Jon
good.
is plus
He'll be there.
105.
He'll be there.
He better be.
He's got nothing else going on. What's Little John
Diddy,
doing?
Nicki Minaj, Pitbull, will.i.am, Lil Wayne, David Guetta, Justin Bieber, DJ Khaled, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, I don't think any of those happen, but I definitely think Ludacris will be there.
Alicia Keys, -325.
Yeah, I can see her being there too.
Little John should definitely be there.
He's got nothing going on. He'll be there. Little
First
John's
word,
working at Popeyes later. He'll be there.
Usher's first word or words in halftime show. Yo, Vegas, what's up? Hello. Yeah, this is so degenerate. Yeah, Usher. He's like, he gets on stage, he's like, Ush.
Hey, he might. He starts off every fucking song like that.
No,
so
but
never
you don't
know.
address a crowd by just being like, Rocky.
Like, oh, sure.
First score. It's so funny. Will any performer have a wardrobe malfunction during the set? +1,000 for yes, -4,000 for no. And if y'all are curious, I'll just throw it in for you. -4,000 odds means if I placed $500, I'd win $12. Just sweat the whole thing for $12. Hey, why is your mic off? You muted it with your little finger.
Oh, I muted
You
it.
son of a
All right,
bitch.
am I back?
You're back.
I'm back.
How many times do they show Roger Goodell? Over 1.5, -160, under 1.5, +120. How many times will the
Yeah,
chains be
he'll-
used for measurement?
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Wow.
Over 1.5 or under 1.5? You haven't looked at
No, dude, I've never gotten this degenerate with this shit. I'm a smart bettor, dude. I'm not fucking sitting out here putting fucking
No, but you
hundreds
never
of dollars
seen
on
'em,
fucking
though?
bullshit. No, I've never looked at those because I'm always like, oh, who gives a fuck about that?
Yeah,
There
dude,
ain't no
we're
fucking
gonna,
way.
We're gonna be those guys at the Super Bowl party during the commercials. Everyone's like, "Hey, so how's your day?" But I'm like, "Leave me the fuck alone." Come on,
It's
Hellman's mayonnaise.
We're just fucking lit, dude. We're going crazy.
Yo, Chiefs to score a safety. Chiefs to the total points. Hold on. Last score of the first half. Longest touchdown scored. National anthem. Who will be shown first? Chiefs player or Niners player? Niners players even.
It's Taylor Swift.
Will any scoring drive take less time than it takes to sing the national anthem? +170 or -230 for yes is -230. No is +170.
I'd play the no on that. Yeah. That would
Yeah,
make
how
sense.
long is the national anthem again? It's all the way at the top. I'm not
They
scrolling
said
up.
it was like a minute 28. There's gonna be no drive for a minute and 28.
I think it's running clock though. It's the clock. It's the when the clock's running. I don't think it's like the in between.
Oh shit! What if McCaffrey breaks off a fucking? You know what I mean?
They're basically like, hey, set hike. Oh, and it's a touchdown, and it was 15 seconds.
That's a good point. Maybe we fucking play the under on that one.
Will any word be forgotten or omitted from the national anthem? +440 for yes, -750 for no.
No shot. Reba is a country artist. There's no shot.
Results of first coach's challenge. This is insane. Shortest TD scored under 1.5.
Listen, hey, we're locking that one in. That's definitely gonna hit.
That's a def. Pacheco.
Yep.
Just fucking with you, relax.
You fucking piece of shit.
Super Bowl passing record of 505 yards to be broken.
No.
Plus 1,600 for yes. Minus 15,000 for no.
So 15,000 to win $100.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Yep. Lock it in.
Hold on. Let me see what else we got.
Dude, you're fucking scrolling through. Dude, just wait, because there's going to be more and more props that come up, by the way.
Yeah, I'm hyped. Hold on, because I just want to, like, you know, I'll look back at the stream and be like, okay, let's do that one. Let's do that one. Super Bowl single team record broken. Team scoring first wins the game. -190 for yes. Plus 145 for no. I guarantee you the Chiefs score first.
Interesting.
But do they win?
That's very interesting, that
Bro,
one.
team to call first time out. -115 for each.
Yo, give me the Niners on that one.
Team to commit first accepted penalty, minus 115 for each.
Jesus Christ.
Team to have the longest field goal, minus 125 for the Chiefs, minus 105 for the. This is fun. Minus 105 for the Niners.
Uh-huh.
Which one are you taking there? Longest field goal.
Chiefs. They got the better kicker.
Team to make the first coach's challenge, minus 115 for each. Team to make the first field goal in the game, Chiefs or Niners? Butker or
Niners,
Moody?
probably. Niners probably, but yeah, I would take
Team to punt first.
Niners probably. It would be nice to see the Chiefs punt. I'm not gonna lie.
Team to score last wins. Minus one.
Well,
Plus
so
one. Yes is minus 220. And no is plus 165.
See, you could get into a situation where one team
You have
is
to score
up a
to win.
little bit, and then the other team scores to like get closer. Maybe a no play on that one. I like that.
Team to score last wins. That doesn't count a field goal, right? No,
Yeah,
right.
it does. Yeah. Any type of points.
Oh,
is a
just the
score.
last points and they're still down. Okay. Team with
Yeah.
less net yards win games. Team with longest play from scrimmage.
Ooh, 49ers have the better capability to do
Same
that.
odds. Both same odds. Minus
Yeah, I'd go
115.
49ers there.
Dude, this is D-Gen. Time remaining on the clock after first score in the first quarter. 0 to 29 seconds is plus 5,000. And then all the way at the bottom is no points in the first quarter is 850. Dude, this is D-Gen. They got every minute bracket for basically all of them are plus. That's like trying to predict the fucking score, though.
Yeah, there ain't no fucking way.
Total pass interceptions, total penalty yards. Let's see if there's any more fun ones. Then we'll wrap this up. What will be the longest score of the game? Longest score of the game, touchdown or field goal. Touchdown is plus 115.
I feel like I would probably hit that one.
Bro, what the fuck?
What?
What will happen to the price of Bitcoin during the Super Bowl? Goes up minus 125, goes down minus 105.
Wait, but
I'm not
what if
even
it goes
watching
up?
the
Wait,
game.
whoa. What if it goes up and down though?
It's the percentage.
Or is it just from this? So it's just from the start. If it goes, you know what I mean, like
start to finish?
it starts
where
at
did it finish
43,000.
higher? Yeah.
Yeah,
Did it finish higher or lower
Interesting.
from start to the end of it?
I'd be really curious to see if there's any like Bitcoin commercials or any crypto fucking commercial. You know what I mean?
Ethereum too, but also if Ethereum goes up, if Bitcoin goes up, Ethereum goes up with it.
So you'd probably double up if you thought that was.
Dude, holy shit, that's the only.
You
prop
guys
that
are. You guys,
No, listen, that's the only prop that all of us can rig.
yeah.
We're just like, okay, Super Bowl's going on, everybody buy, and we all hit the bet.
And then then it goes up and we're good to go.
Hold on, okay, minus 125. So if I put 50, I'd win 40. So if I put like, if I got like a coalition of people together to juice this, like the GameStop shit, and I put 5K on it, I'd win 4K. That's not terrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're taking a really big risk for that. Because what if nobody fucking helps you and you're just fucked, and now you're out
Nah,
5K?
bro, that's what they did with GameStop. They just everyone's like, everyone buy, everyone sell, all at the same time. Will the first enforced penalty of the game be a false start, a holding? Like, dude, this is nuts.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, buddy.
What team will call for a fair catch first? Will a non-QB throw a touchdown? All right, I'm going to ask you one more to pick, and then we'll wrap it up here in a minute.
Okay.
Will any player propose to their girlfriend on the field after the game? Plus 210 for yes.
So you're thinking Kelsey's going to propose?
I didn't say anything, Dan. Get those dirty thoughts out of your mind.
Are you thinking
Dirty
Kelsey's going to
thought.
propose? Are you thinking Kelsey's going to propose? Because if they hold on, wait. If they win, is it possible that he proposes?
If Travis Kelce is a giant fucking simp, yes. I don't think he is.
Dude, listen.
Oh, she's
Hold on, wait. She's almost a billionaire.
Yep.
My ass would be whatever she needed me to be doing. I'd be doing it. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. I'd be like, babe, can I get another 100K to fucking gamble on me? You know what I mean?
No, but dude, it's how long have they been together? Fucking 4 months.
Who knows how? This is probably a fake relationship anyway. Who gives a fuck? Do
So
you
then
think
I'm gonna
that?
call Travis and be
you-
like, bro.
Okay, that's what. Listen, here's what I'm gonna say. Is there a more storybook ending for a couple of people that love clout as much as they love clout than him winning the Super Bowl and proposing afterwards? They're the fucking headlines for the next fucking 2 months, dog.
I think their net
Think
worth
about that.
jumps immediately.
That's what I'm saying. Think about it.
Yeah, but dude, like he's already had his fucking whole relationship just plastered all over television. Like, dude, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not.
It's
doing
not
it.
like he's not a fan of it. He's eating it up like a motherfucker. He loves
Yeah,
this
dude,
shit.
you see it, dude. I'm watching the fucking Chiefs game, and I'm like, I'm so sick of looking at these fucks. And then every 2 seconds, it's like, hey, I'm Travis Kelce. Do you work with T-Mobile? And I'm like, bro. And then it's Mahomes, and that's Andy Reid, that's the whole fucking slew of commercials during the game was the people on the field.
Yep. Fucked up, right? Those motherfuckers love clout. He would definitely propose to her if they won. Definitely.
Yep. Okay, so I'd throw a little bit on it. Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah.
Plus
plus
210.
210.
Hold on, a little 40. Give me a little 80.
No, fucking, yeah, a little
Little
40
100?
spot, baby.
Yeah, I'm not throwing more than 40 on that one, and also it's not going to hit. So, will any touchdown be overturned by replay? Yes, 190. No, 260. I like that one a lot.
You like yes or no?
Yes.
For minus 190?
No, for plus 190. Minus 260 is no.
Oh, yeah. I don't like that.
Will either team score 4 unanswered times? All right, I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. It just doesn't stop. Onside kick attempts. All right, I'm at the bottom. Offsetting penalty calls. Will there be offsetting penalty calls? Plus 150 for yes. Damn,
Yeah,
dude, if I could make a parlay, I'd be so jazzed out.
Oh, yeah. But you know what? Hey, when you get your shit right and you get on like an actual book like DraftKings or whatever, you can do all those parlays.
All right, hear me out though. So basically, wrap up the only one worth betting on, unless you just want to like laugh and have fun and be like, "Oh, dude, fucking purple for Gatorade." Deebo Samuel, MVP, 15 to win 300.
Yeah, that's solid. I'm locking that one.
40 to win 800, 100 to win 2,000.
Yeah, I'd lock that in.
Listen,
think that's a
Deebo
good
gets
bet.
2 touchdowns and they win the game. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
And also, these odds are so good, bro. You can take $100 and just split it up between Mahomes, Purdy, McCaffrey, Kelsey, and Deebo.
Yeah.
Dude, Rasheed Rice is plus 5,000.
I feel like he could do it too. I feel like he could definitely do that.
Imagine Marquez Valdez-Scantling fucking gets like 3 touchdowns. He's plus 25,000.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
Jesus.
Let me see how that looks. Plus 25,000. That means 40 wins you 100, wins you 10,000. If you bet 100 on it, you get 25,000. That's
Jesus.
fucking insane. And all he would have to do is they'd have to win, and he has to get like 3 touchdowns and a bunch of clutch first downs, and like, dude, nuts.
I almost wonder, hey, when the Giants won the Super Bowl and David Tyree had that catch against his helmet, did he win the MVP of the Super Bowl?
It's Eli Manning.
As I was about to say, I wonder what his odds for fucking Super Bowl MVP were, because they were probably insane.
Mahomes is plus 120, 500 to win 600. I like Deebo. And McCaffrey, honestly, too, is plus 475, but they're going to get, but Brock Purdy's so young. I think if they win, they'd give it to him.
Yeah, absolutely. Quarterbacks have the best, just like the MVP and like the regular season and shit. Quarterbacks have the best opportunity to win it.
You want to fucking make a little parlay, you can take Travis Kelce plus a fucking engagement. 50 to win 600 on Travis.
Yeah, because you know what? If he wins, if they win the Super Bowl, I could totally see him fucking proposing. I could do it. What is more storybook than that shit, dude?
I mean, wait. So let me ask you a question. So out of the last 3 Super Bowls, who got the MVP for the Chiefs? Mahomes. All right, hold on. We're getting scientific. Hold on. Let me look up. Super Bowl MVPs last 20 years. Let's do it. Okay. Okay, I don't want to see Super Bowl 1. Come on. Mahomes. So quarterback, wide receiver, quarterback, wide receiver, quarterback, linebacker, Von Miller, quarterback, linebacker, quarterback. Eli got it. Quarterback. Santonio Holmes, that's right. Eli, quarterback. Peyton, Tom Brady. Okay, so wait. So how many? All right, so Kansas City. Mahomes, Kansas City. Mahomes. And he's got one more, right?
Maybe only
Can you-
one, too.
Hey, Siri. How many Super Bowl championships has Patrick Mahomes won?
Maybe he's only one, too.
Oh, shit. So I'm thinking, dude, why would, if they win, why wouldn't they lay it up to their fucking, his partner in crime? Like, you know, he's due, like Edelman got it. He had 10 catches, 141 yards. Holy.
Yeah, but if you have a game like, so here's what I'm hearing. Only quarterbacks, linebackers, and wide receivers win the. So we just got to pick pick a couple of those, and fucking we got a good shot of hitting it. You spread it out a little bit, and you fucking bet a couple people to win it.
So unless you want to just say fuck quarterbacks, I think so. These are the odds. I'll just list it out real quick. Mahomes plus 120, Purdy plus 225. That's all right. So now excluding quarterbacks, I have not seen a running back at all. Hold on, let me see. Running back. The last running back was in Super Bowl. I don't know if Roman numerals XXXII was Terrell Davis for Denver.
33.
But he had 3 touchdowns. So if McCaffrey gets at least 2, and say if he went for like 150, he had 30 carries.
McCaffrey can also catch and fucking get 100 yards rushing and 100 yards fucking catching or receiving too. And then you're like, this guy had 200 all scrimmage yards. Like he's getting the MVP if they win.
All right. So then outside of quarterbacks, especially, I feel like they're not going to give it to Mahomes a third time because who picks? Can I ask you a question? Do you know who picks the Super Bowl MVP?
Not at all. I think the NFL does.
Let me see. Who picks?
I would assume the NFL does.
Who picks the Super Bowl? Hold on, MVP. Okay. Fucking Bing. Fucking Yahoo. I have to go to google.com even though I typed it in Google. Motherfucker. Excuse me, please. Who picks who wins the Super Bowl? MVP. The winner is chosen by a panel of 16 football writers and broadcasters.
Yeah, so there you go. So it's all who they think. Usually they're going to pick the quarterback just like the regular MVP. But hey, McCaffrey's live for that fucking. He's live. Debo, I like too. I think I could see either one of them winning that.
And the odds are so juiced, it's worth actually talking about.
Yeah, I think once we do our like prop palooza show, we'll get more in depth into it. But yeah, that's a good starting place for now. That's for sure.
I'm gonna lay this up because we're about at the end of the stream here. I'm gonna lay up a little TikTok type style conversation, and then we'll end it up here. All right. So in the Super Bowl, you can pick the MVP of the game. Let me just read you guys the odds. Mahomes is plus 120. Purdy's plus 225. This is where it gets dicey because only QBs and linebackers and wide receivers have won in the past like 15 years. You got Debo plus 2,000. You got Pacheco, McCaffrey, and Kelsey. I'm really riding with Kelsey and McCaffrey and Debo. What do you think, Dan?
Okay, Debo. That's the fucking spot. Okay, plus 2,000. It's Debo. It's Debo all day. You got to go fucking Debo. Go, dude. We're throwing some change on that.
Because if you go Debo at plus 2,000, that means if you were to put even $40 on it, you'd win $800. And if you went Kelsey for 40, you'd win $480. And also, Mahomes has won the last 2. If they win this year, he's won the last 2 MVPs. So you might think they might want to go somewhere else unless they just want to suck him off a little bit more. But say if a player like McCaffrey has 2 touchdowns, or what'd you say, like 200 yards from scrimmage, receiving and running?
Yep.
That's an easy layup. But the odds are so great that if you wanted to spread the butter and put it on,
Call that
Kelce, sprinkling it on McCaffrey, Kelce, and Debo, that's a great fucking spot to be in.
You know what? Like we're hitting that. By the way, we're gonna throw cash on all 3 of those guys. We're doing it. It's happening.
Throw 100 each.
Yeah, fuck it.
That's not bad. Because then
Just
if
saying.
McCaffrey can easily get 2 touchdowns and win the game, and Debo Samuel is an outside shot, but he's their dog. And also, because I don't think it's going to Purdy. Also, if Debo can get going on the running game.
That's what I'm saying. You got so many options here. I could also see Ayuk winning it too, though. Ayuk's such a dog, dude. He had such a
Do
good
you know
game
what
this
Ayuk's
game.
odds are?
What?
I want you to guess.
Plus 2,500.
Here's a guess. Let's see how good your math is. So if you put 50 on Ayuk, you'd win $3,750.
So what?
Plus
Oh shit! Like,
7,500.
I was going to say plus 6,500. Damn.
If you took Brandon Ayuk to win Super Bowl MVP, say he had a day, and you put $100 on it, you'd be walking away $7,500 richer. If you did it with Debo Samuel and you put $100 on it, you'd walk away $2,000 richer. If you put it on probably the only person that they would go to, unless it's Patrick Mahomes, if the Chiefs win, $100 on Travis Kelce will get you $1,200 to pick the MVP. Fucking insane.
Damn. Lot to think about here, buddy.
I'm sending you these screenshots. Dude, Ayuk for 7,500 for 100. And imagine if you sprinkled all of it and none of them hit.
Yeah, that would suck. It wouldn't be great, but hey, you're live. If you have any of those 4 players, you're live in this game.
Because just really quick, let me look back at this really quick for 5 seconds. Edelman, wide receiver, had 10 catches, 141 yards, no touchdowns. Cooper Kupp had 8 catches, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns.
See, that's not even a great fucking stat line either. That's why I'm saying, like, you could oh, man, you could fucking do that.
The last wide receiver between them, other than LBs and QBs, is Santonio Holmes, 9 catches, 131 yards, 1 touchdown. And I will tell you right now what adds on to that Travis Kelce juice is there has never, ever been a tight end to win the Super Bowl MVP. And all the talk
win the fucking game, dude.
What?
They have to fucking win the game.
That's why I wouldn't mind if you take each side of the ball just for one. You'd like to take the 2 that you like.
Yeah, okay, we're going to discuss this further because I think we probably found a very actionable part of this game that we're going to hit. So
okay,
yeah,
so we will prep.
We're gonna hop in there.
This has been an hour and 43 minutes of Degen Fantasy. This is your boy Reverse Kermit, Rocky Pop, Rocky Betts. Am I missing one?
Rocky Bobby.
Rocky Bobby. Yep.
Rocky Bobby.
And Double Down Dan here, live from Degen Fantasy, laying you guys up some picks, talking our recaps. Listen, we're a show that's over. We're at 69% all time right now, which is better than a lot of famous and profitable sports bettors. So if you'd like to tail with us, I think we're going to switch over to Discord. That's probably the move. Yeah, we're going to get going there. And we're going to, for the time being, I think we should start locking in our parlays of the day on here because, I don't know, the Instagram following, I feel like it's a tough platform. Probably not the best move. We're going to go to Discord.
Okay, sounds good to me. But yeah, we can keep going. Again, hey, that we didn't recap that pick of the day or the parlay of the day. 6 and 2 in those, 75%.
And those are the money makers.
Yeah, we're making money there.
And
but yeah, go ahead.
To hit parlays like that at that percentage is nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy. But we're gonna keep it going. Got a lot more fucking good content, a lot more fucking picks.
We'll get that Discord up and running so we get you guys talking and being degenerates in there with us. Yeah.
Yep. And if you're fantasy football people, we will be here when next season comes around. We're doing live drafts, doing trade strategy videos, anything and everything we possibly can to get you guys ready for a fucking dub in your fantasy league. And other than that, any final closing thoughts?
Nope, that's it, man. Good job today. It was good shit.
You as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Later. Come on, how you not gonna play when I fucking play it? There we go. Peace.
Ladies, guys.